What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Jay here with Bitcoin Daily for another live stream. What's up, Adam? How you doing? I am currently putting up the link to the stream, so give me 2 minutes and we will start to jump in. In the meantime, if you're in here, if you're tuned in, drop me a line in the chat. Let me know you're here. All right, let's see who's in here. Joe Quinn, what's going on? I don't know how to say your name. I'm gonna say Sharma. What's up, Sharma? Leo, what's up, dude? How are you doing, Leo? Happy to see you in here again. Celio, what's up? Christian, I'm doing great, Adam. How are you doing today? E-Hope, what's up, E-Hope? From Germany. Let me put my camera on. Here we go. I am posting the link up real quick in my chats. Let me see if it's in here. Post it in there and on Telegram. All right. I think we're ready to go. Oh, almost dropped my phone. All right, we got 25 people in here. What's going on, guys? All right, where was that? Where was I in the chat? Let me see. Christian, what's up? I said Christian from Mexico. I was just in Tulum a few months ago. I think in, what was it, June? I was in Tulum, Mexico in June. Joe Quinn from Chile. ¿Cómo estás, mi amigo? Christian said Taco Land. I definitely ate a lot of tacos when I was in Mexico. Greetings from Switzerland. Desiree, what's going on, Desiree? Awesome seeing you in here. Alrighty, guys, if you're in here, don't forget to smash that like button, guys. Don't forget, if you guys are new here, if this is your first time on our YouTube channel, don't forget to subscribe as well. Nice Spanish. Yeah, man. Spanish was actually my first language before I got put into school, and then English became my first language. Spanish, I still know Spanish, but it's not as good as my English, of course. Carlos, you already know that 305 MIA Cuba. Ya tú sabes. So how'd you guys do yesterday during this crazy price action over here? Hopefully you guys did not get liquidated, right? Nobody got liquidated? lengthen out. Let me stretch them out to see where we're at with this. Let me see, what lines can I get rid of. I hate when there's so much clutter in the charts, right? So we can't get rid of this one because we need it. This is the big trend that we broke out of over here. That was at 42. We can get rid of that for now. I don't think we need that anymore. I want to keep the moving averages on here for now, for the moment, because it's gonna cross very soon here. So you see, which one is this? This is a 200 day. So a 200 day and the 50 day, to make sure they're the right ones. Yep, 200 day and the 50 day are about to cross again. And you see that the 200 day and the 50 day moving averages are actually playing as support right now. Todo mucho is your Spanish then? What? Christian says 600 USD negative, but as long as, are you like, is that closed trades or is that just your position that you're holding since yesterday? Like in the last day or whatever. HODL for life. Hope you were short. What made you decide to go short? And where did you open a short position at? Leo said he bought the dip. Adam sold that 50K and bought the dip. Hedge my entire portfolio at 52.5K. Yeah, so yesterday was pretty much like a sell the, like a buy, it was like a buy the rumor, sell the news type of event is basically what it looks like yesterday. And it definitely looked like a planned dump on the Bitcoin day, right? When Bitcoin became legal tender in El Salvador. So it was very, very weird. I don't know if it was like a planned dump on the exact day that, that it became legal tender. Maybe people, the higher ups are trying to send some sort of message or something. Because I know a lot of people were not happy, like as far as government, that was happening. So I don't know if it was some sort of planned dump on purpose to try to send a message or something, or it was just a sell the news, buy the rumor, sell the news type of event where it just dumped, because this was one hell of a dump. It literally went from $53,000 to a low of 42,000. That's a over $10,000 drop. Like, that was insane. Let's see in percentages. So from the top to the bottom, it was basically a 20% drop in a matter of hours. So that's very reminiscent of the Tesla and China FUD drops over here, right? That brought back bad memories from May with these crazy, crazy drops. But one thing that I learned from May, when we saw these crazy drops that I missed out on a lot during that time, was that when the prices drop fast, they also bounce fast. So if you can catch one of these bounces, you can make some really, really good profits if you can catch the bottom end here. So for example, in May, the bottom end here would have been 30,000, of course, on a bounce back above 30,000. So after it went below 30,000, if you would have set up orders above 30, you would have been able to ride that all the way to the close. It closed at 36,000. So that's a crazy ride up. Even if you caught the bounce above 32,000, you could have made massive profits there on that bounce back up. And of course, if you caught the short, you made crazy money as well. But since then, there hasn't really been any steep drops like that until yesterday. So yesterday, when the drops happened, I wasn't in any position. So when I saw the drops happening, I basically set up orders. So my first orders that I wanted was at 42,000. If I saw this go below 42,000, I was going to set buy orders above 42 for that bounce up. So those didn't trigger, but the ones that did trigger was above 45,000. So I set orders above 45. As soon as it dropped, when it came back up, they triggered, and I was able to ride it for some really nice profits there. And not only this, but I was also able to make profits on a lot of the bounces in the altcoins. So on Solana, look at the drop on Solana. Solana drops, let's see. Solana was up here. It dropped 32%, guys. It was a 32% drop in Solana. And if you would have caught it, obviously you're not going to catch the bottom, but let's pretend you would have caught the bottom. That's a 50% return on your money, basically instantly, right? In less than a day. I think it was within a few hours it got back to those prices. So that's insane. 50% return on your money instantly. But I caught Solana after the drop. Where was the drop down to? It dropped down to the low was 131. I believe I entered above 150 and rode it up. So I made some nice profits on Solana. And then it dropped again and made some profits again on it there. So I've been playing Solana a lot the last couple days. What else have I been playing here? Let me catch up with the chat here. Where it wicks to, it ends up going to. Yeah, a lot of times it has to retest those lower levels to confirm it as support before. Oh, my light just fell. Hold on. Hold on a second. All right, there we go. Yeah, a lot of times, so like for example, if we look back at the previous drop here, what is going on here? Oh my god, I can't get rid of this. All right. If we look back, so remember when we had this crazy wick down, we ended up retesting that same level over here. So this was June 22nd. I mean, it took a month basically before we retested that exact price. But that was a low of 29,000. Here, a few days later on the 23rd, we went to a low of 31. On June 8th, we went to a low of 31 again. And then finally, the June 22nd went to a low of 28. So we surpassed that low. And then ever since we've shot up basically. We kind of came down to it one more time here at 29,000. And then we shot up, out of a cannon here, and now this here kind of breaks that uptrend that we were going in, that this channel. So I guess we can get rid of this line for the moment. So it does look like the golden cross is still going to happen unless there's a huge drop here. As long as we stay, now for me, as long as we stay above 42,000, that's that level for me that we need to hold. As long as we stay above 42,000, guys, I don't have any bearish scenarios in mind. And I expect us to continue up higher. But if we drop below 42,000, then we're going to be looking at, you know, back at this trading range down here, which is that's between 35,000 to 42,000. And we'll be stuck like we were stuck here for a while. So remember, last time we broke below 42 is when we had the huge drop right here. So when we dropped below 42, that's when we got stuck here for all that time. So we need to hold above it. As long as we're holding above 42, we can definitely go back up and set up some new higher highs. If we do not, and if for some reason we drop below 42, then we could start looking at some more bearish case scenarios. Do I think it's going to 80K in November? So I mean, I don't know any exact numbers. That's just it'll just be a guess. It'll basically be throwing darts in the dark type of thing. Trying to predict where it's gonna go to. But as long as we stay above 42 here, and even if we stay below 50,000 for the rest of this month, as long as we don't drop below 42, I think we're fine. And it would be good here to reset the RSIs here for Bitcoin, because remember, we pointed this out where Bitcoin had bearish divergence, right? The RSI was going down, that's momentum, but the price was still going up. So there had to be a reset. We spoke about this. There's no way to tell when those resets are going to happen. They just happen when they do, you know? So if for the rest of this month, let's say September, we stay within this range here, I think we're still fine as long as we stay above 42. And then I think in the fourth quarter, you know, in going into October, November, December, we can definitely set up for some new all-time highs. Now, the numbers where we're going to go for the all-time highs, there's no way to know that, right? You know, it could be anywhere between 70,000 to 100,000, depending on many variables. So there's no way to know the all-time high, like what number we're going to go to. But I think as long as we stay above 42, going into October, I think it looks really good for Bitcoin. And I think we can definitely set up new all-time highs in the fourth quarter. Now, if we set up new all-time highs, you guys got to be ready to take profits, guys. Don't get greedy. Make sure that you're taking profits. Make sure you're building cash positions so that you're prepared for that next dip to buy it and make more money with it. Let's look back to last year. My favorite thing to do, if you guys don't know this by now, I love to look at history. So let's look back to September last year. So September last year, we go into September somewhere up here. Hold on. Actually, let me put this on. There we go. we go to let's put it where we opened. We opened September around here, and we ended up dropping. Actually, on September 3rd, we had a 10%, 11% drop on September 3rd. And from the open to September 3rd's low, it was about a 15% drop. So if we look at currently where we're at, it's very similar, which is crazy. So this happened on September 7th, right? So last year happened September 3rd. This year happened September 7th. So let's go back, see how the rest of the month played out after that. So we ended up going lower throughout that week, basically. And then from there, just kind of, it looks like we consolidated and then we started moving up around the 9th. So we're about at the 9th. And it wasn't until the 14th where we finally got out of this consolidation phase and moved up. So basically 2 weeks into September, we moved back up. Basically only halfway of the drop, right? And then we dropped back down. Didn't go as low this time. Consolidated again. And it wasn't until October that we began to move up. So this period here was basically just a big consolidation there. If we look at all this from the 3rd here, from the 3rd, this was all just a big, after that big drop, it was just consolidation for the rest of the month, basically. And then here on October 8th is when we broke out there, and then we got the big movement. So that was, what was the price levels there? On October, we opened up at $10,000. And you know, the rest is history there. You guys already know what happened from October till December. Let me see, when was it that we broke above the 20,000? So we didn't get above 20,000 until December 16th was the break above 20,000. So I'm expecting possibly something similar here to this year to what happened last year. Last year, it was a red September. Just we had a big drop and then a lot of consolidation until October. And then we had the move up. It's very realistic that something similar happens here this month, where we had the drop. Then we just have, for the rest of this month, we just have consolidation within this area, right? And then at some point in October, we start to move up, and then we get a breakout, which leads beyond this high right here and potentially takes us to the previous all-time high. Yo, what's up? What's up, FaZe? Haven't seen you in a while, man. How you doing? So remember that the altcoins, a lot of them move kind of in the same way, same manner as Bitcoin when there's drops, right? When there's drops, altcoins drop harder than Bitcoin. And when there's green days, altcoins move up harder than Bitcoin. So a good way to play it, my favorite time to get into altcoins is when there's big drops. When there's big drops, that's when I buy into altcoins. And then when everything starts going up, I start taking profits. Especially when you're kind of going up like this, up, 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 up. When you see also the momentum dying off in the RSI, that means take profits. Those are all take profit signals. What's going on, Andres? How you doing? Andres says, should I save my money in Bitcoin or in Ethereum? The money I'm saving for long term. So I mean, it's up to you. Honestly, which one do you prefer more? Which one you like more? What I would say, Bitcoin is is not going to move as much in either direction. So even though it is still volatile, but it's less volatile than altcoins. So Ethereum is an altcoin. So is going to always be a little bit more volatile than Bitcoin. Is always going to outperform it in either direction, right? So yesterday Bitcoin had a 20% drop. It ended up closing as a 11% drop. Ethereum ended up closing as a 12% drop, and from top to bottom, let's see what it was. If you go to the low, it was about an 18% drop. So actually pretty. Oh no, wait, that's not. I didn't put it on the right spot. Wait a second. It's down here. All right, so there you see Bitcoin had a 20% drop. Ethereum had a 25% drop, right? So it depends how much your risk tolerance, how much risk you want to have. So if you're more risk averse and you don't mind your portfolio being more volatile, you can put money in Ethereum. Ethereum in the long term is probably going to beat out Bitcoin and give you a better return overall. So if we look at the monthly returns here, you'll see weekly returns. In the 1 week, it's -10. Bitcoin is at -6, right? So for the downside is not as bad, right? So it's still going to go down. It's still going to be volatile, but you can see the difference there. Now, if we look at the 1 month, Bitcoin is up 4%. Ethereum is up 17%. You look at 3 month, Ethereum's up 53. Bitcoin is up 37. If you look at 6 months, Ethereum is actually down 18%. Bitcoin is down 18%. Ethereum is break even at this point. Year to date, Ethereum is up 381%, and Bitcoin is up 61%. And then in the last year, the last 12 months, basically identical with the year to date, which is weird. But it's up 61% in the last 12 months, and Ethereum is up 382%. So something's weird there because it shouldn't be the same exact price as a year ago. But what I'm trying to say that Ethereum usually outperforms is it's a lot more volatile though. So I would say, I always tell people have both. You want to have a bit of both in your portfolio. If you're choosing one or the other, if you want more upside but also more risk, then Ethereum. If you want less upside but also less risk, then Bitcoin. No problem, Andres. I hope that helped. So it's all about a give and take, right? If you want more upside, you're also going to have to take more risk, right? So it's riskier, but your upside is going to be bigger. If you want to be more conservative, then Bitcoin is going to be the choice because it's still volatile, but it's not as volatile as Ethereum. So your upside is more limited, but the downside to it is not going to be as bad. It's gonna be a little bit safer, a little bit less risky. So it depends, how what your risk tolerance is like, right? And remember that Ethereum still has the Ethereum 2.0 coming up. That's a very, very big update. So I believe because of that, and because of the fact that Ethereum is still is burning coins, it's going to continue. The scarcity is going to continue. the demand is going to continue. So I believe that Ethereum definitely sets new all-time highs. I think Ethereum could easily be at like $10,000 by the end of this year, possibly. So that's definitely my take on it. For example, I think the top for Ethereum by the end of this year could be around $10,000. So that's about 3 times your money almost, right? If you're buying right now. And Bitcoin, the top range of the price could be around $100,000. So that's 1 time return on your money. VeChain. Now I'm not invested in any VeChain, so I don't really follow it too much. But I could take a look at the chart and see what's going on. Andres, if Bitcoin drops below 42,000, then it's possible that we retest these lower levels down here. So if we drop below 42, there's a big possibility that we drop down to like 35 and test those levels before continuing up. So that's why 42 is very important, because below that, there's a gap here where we could drop down to 35. Both Solana and Cardano are up a ton right now. So if you look at both, this is Cardano. In the last month, it's up 16%. In the last 3 months, up 75%. Solana, let me see. It doesn't show me the numbers. But as you guys can see, it's up a shit ton as well. So it's hard for me at these prices to put money into a project like this, because it's just so high up. So instead of looking, if you didn't get in these projects early on, I wouldn't say to buy now, even though there is a good opportunity. For example, in Cardano just had a dip. So 230 is actually a good level I like to buy here. For Cardano on this dip here. That's a good pullback for entry, because there is a possibility that we push beyond this previous all-time high here. But yeah, the issue with these are that they're already up so much. I prefer looking for other coins that have not made this big move up yet. So coins like that are, for example, Litecoin. Litecoin's at 180 right now, right? It hasn't had its huge move up. This is a perfect time to be buying Litecoin here at that 180. So I would be looking for entries here, because you could potentially have Litecoin going back up to 400, 420, right? So I'm looking at coins like this. There's more opportunity here at the moment than in a project, in a coin that's already moved up so much. So for Solana, I'm more looking for, I'll trade it. I'm not going to put any long-term positions in there. I'm not putting long-term money in it. I'll trade it though. I've been trading this because it's very volatile, so it's good for trading. I'm not holding any though. The same thing with Cardano. Cardano, I bought under $1. So I have my long-term positions that I'm holding. But I'm not buying at the current prices because it's up so much. However, this pullback does give an opportunity to buy in if you either don't have much of Cardano yet, or are looking to continue adding onto your long-term position. This is definitely a good opportunity here. You want to buy on pullbacks after big rides up, or you want to find projects that have not extended themselves like this yet, and look for an entry there. When will Ethereum staked coins will be released? I have no idea. I don't think they even know yet. So I'm assuming sometime after Ethereum 2.0 is released. So that'll probably be in 2022. But I have no idea as far as the date. I don't think they even know yet. Jeep Zone, when will Bitcoin go back up? Um, Honestly, it can go back up at any time it decides to go back up, right? You know how Bitcoin is. Bitcoin a lot of times just moves randomly and doesn't really respect the rules of the market and rules of technical analysis. It just kind of does its own thing and does whatever it wants. But I wouldn't be surprised if we see something similar to last year, September. Remember September here. After a big drop in September, we consolidated for the rest of the month. And then in October, it was takeoff, fireworks, rockets, moons, right? I wouldn't be surprised if something similar happened this year, where we had the big drop in September, we have consolidation for the rest of the month, and then in October, we finally get a move up. So, that's kind of what the story leads to at the moment. The levels of support here, the biggest level is going to be 42,000. The other levels are going to be these the moving averages. So this moving average is currently around 46,000, and this moving average is currently around 44,000, and they're about to cross. So remember, when those moving averages cross, that will be a golden cross. And that's a bullish buy signal here. So let's try to project where they're going, right? So let's say it keeps going like this. Let's say this one goes like this. So it gives us a date of September 10th or September 11th. That's basically this weekend, right? So it's telling us right now, if the price stays at where it is or higher, it's basically saying that this weekend we will get a golden cross. So that's kind of what we're watching for there. So now, what does a golden cross mean, and what's happened before when we've got the golden cross? That's usually what you have to question. And you'll see here, let's see, when's the last time we got the golden cross? So the last golden cross was actually in May 20th when we had the cross here, and you can see from May 20th, I mean, not too much happened during May, not even June. It was just a bunch of consolidation there. But then in July, we finally got movement up, more consolidation, and then we got the takeoff. Right? Let's look for the other. So we actually got a golden cross right before the pandemic hit and made it cross back down. So that one doesn't really count. None of these two crosses here really count. Let me see. This one doesn't show me the rest of it. But golden crosses are definitely bullish. So, but remember, like we saw there last year, it doesn't mean the price is gonna get bullish right away. It could take a month or two before it gets going after a cross. Holding Sol since 1.6. Okay, so where is it at right now? 194. Doge, I don't really mess with Doge. Like I've always said to people, Doge is just a meme coin, guys. It's not It's not anything crazy. It's nothing you can predict. It's all basically random. Um, this whole run up here was based off of hype and Elon Musk hyping it up, a bunch of billionaires hyping it up. Um, and the hype has since died off, as you guys can see. So I don't know. I'm not putting my money in it. I wouldn't. It's up to you if you want to put your money in it or not. I'm not putting in it. I really don't know. I really don't know what to tell you here. I don't touch those type of coins. On the 12th, if it's gonna give it a boost, I mean, I would expect probably some sort of run up leading up to the 12th, which is gonna be on Sunday. So maybe over the weekend we'll see some sort of run up, and then I don't really know what to expect from there. We saw something similar in Ethereum in August when it had uh, the update, right? The update I think was August 8th. You'll see on August 8th, Ethereum was actually down. It was red. So leading up to the update, it went up, and then the day of the update, it was red, and afterwards, it's just been it consolidated basically for the rest of the month before finally moving back up in at the end of August and early September. Thank you, Race Car. Appreciate it, man. Thanks for tuning in. Got in at 44.8K. Nice. That's a nice entry. Is that a leveraged entry? What type of entry is that? You have Litecoin. Nice. Avalanche and File, I honestly do not hold any of them, so I really don't follow the projects. I don't know too much about the projects. But I mean, I've heard good things from both sides. So I mean, if it's a project you believe in, I wouldn't. You can hold that to see what happens. Is it going to affect you? I don't think so. Not that I know. The only way it would affect you any differently is if there's any type of split where, for example, Ethereum and Ethereum Classic. Ethereum Classic was created because of a split when there was a new upgrade, a new upgrade to the network. Some miners wanted to upgrade and went with the upgrade. The other miners did not. So the ones that stayed behind, that created Ethereum Classic. So if everybody agrees on the upgrade, then it should just be it should remain Ethereum. Like it shouldn't change anything. If there's any type of split, then usually you get coins for the new one and the old one. But it all depends. It all varies. If it comes to that, I'll make a video on that for sure. Nice, Leo. That's a nice entry. At 44.8 with 12x leverage. Very nice. NFTs, I haven't really got too deep into NFTs. I really do want to get more into it. But recently the prices have been so crazy that, I'm waiting for it to either come down or something like that, because I'm not buying into the FOMO. Everybody just kind of FOMOing into NFTs at the moment. It happened already earlier this year. And then it kind of fell off for a while, and then now it's coming back around again. So I have no plans to FOMO into any NFTs. But I will be doing more research on them and possibly getting more involved in that space at some point. For passive income, so I mean, obviously you can use exchanges and things like Celsius and Blockfi to get some weekly or monthly passive income. They offer different percentages. You just gotta look into them. Now what I'm looking into right now is Pancake Swap. Because I've heard of some crazy numbers where you can do over like around 100% or more APY, right? Like yearly return on your money for using Pancake Swap, like either the liquidation pools or whatever. So I'm actually looking into that. I'm doing my research right now on that, and I will definitely, if I decide to do it, I will definitely make a video on what the process is and how you guys can do it as well, and I will show you guys my results, of course. If I, and of course this is if I decide to do it. So I haven't decided on it yet. I'm still looking into it. So if I do look into it, if I do decide to do it, I mean, I'll definitely be putting out a video on that. Wow, Rain, that's crazy. You lost $45,000. I have no idea, man. You have to contact them. I don't know. I don't think that they're gonna do anything for you. Um, did you have it set up as a limit order or a market order? Because that also makes a difference. Leo, Leo, the bots. I'm still working on it. Again, I haven't heard back from the guy that's setting up the infrastructure, and it's been a month at this point. So I'm going to have to start over with getting that infrastructure set up, and it will be a subscription service where you just kind of subscribe, and then you have to give us access through what do you call it? One of those codes. I forgot what it is, and then it gives us access to read your Bybit account, and open and close trades. 2,500% per year. Yeah, that's insane, profit taker. Do you currently do it? Are you doing that right now? Is Gemini a good app? Yeah, I like Gemini. I use Gemini. They also have a service where they give you a yield. Um, I think, but it's very low. Something like 4% return, 3%, 2%. I don't remember. I don't do it on there, but they do offer that as well. Rain, but was it a limit order or a market order? That's crazy. Yeah, I want to look into that. If you have any like articles or anything like that where it talks about it, where I could get more information on setting that up, link it here in the chat so I can check it out. Yeah, if you had a market order, then I don't know, man. You definitely have to contact them. I don't think they're gonna do anything, but I mean, if you don't ask them for sure, they're not doing anything, right? Alrighty, guys. So we will take a few more questions. We're here at the hour mark. We're about to hit the hour mark now. And I think we've covered basically most of the stuff we wanted to talk about today. I know most people were afraid of what was going on in the market with yesterday's drop. So we covered that, and we'll see what happens from here. Thanks for the info. Great stream, by the way. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Guys, make sure to smash that like button. We still got only 22 likes on this live stream. We need more likes. And remember, if you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. We're almost at 11,000 subscribers, guys. We're at 10.8, I think. Yeah, 10.8. So we're less than 200 subscribers away from 11,000. Yeah, definitely. That's the other thing with those that if the price on the coin goes down, then the value goes down as well. So that is a risk that you hold when you're doing that. How will Cardano affect the cake farms? I have no idea. You subscribed already? Awesome. What's your name on the Discord? My mouse is always dying. No problem, man. All right, guys. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. That's what we're watching. So the main things that we're watching here for the rest of the week is that 42,000 holds. We're watching for this golden cross here to see if we finally get the golden cross. If we do that should be a bullish sign, and we're expecting to possibly get it this weekend. So that's what we're watching for the rest of the week. I will update you guys again on Friday, depending on what develops here, because we're still really just watching the price here. There's really nothing to do at this price. We're just watching, seeing what happens, what develops from here, and then making decisions based on that. So right now, as you can see, we're in the middle of nowhere. So we're not doing anything here. We're just going to be watching, and let's see what we get here. Oh, okay, yeah, I've seen you, man. We've spoken before. I think I answered your question, one of your questions today on the Discord. But alrighty, guys, thank you so much for tuning into today's live stream, guys. We will have another video for you guys on Friday, another market analysis. If you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. If you guys enjoyed this live stream, make sure to smash the like button. We're at 28 likes. Let's get it at least over 30. Thank you guys so much. I will see you on the next one. As always, guys, peace and love. Stay safe out there, guys. Don't get liquidated in your leveraged positions. No problem, Humberto.